King Ryan Garcia versus Adrien the Problem Broner on Super Bowl weekend? Could we be getting this fight? Well, according to Oscar De La Hoya, it just might be going down. We're going to talk about all of the details in this video, but before we do that, make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel.
Hey, Daddy, hey, brush my hair, Daddy.
Yeah, Adrien the Problem Broner and King Ryan Garcia, man. Oscar De La Hoya, he just recently did an interview and he talked about some of the fighters that he would like to see Ryan Garcia in the ring with after his tune-up fight. Now, we all know that King Ryan is coming off a knockout loss to Gervonta Davis. Some people call it a knockout loss. Some people call it that he just quit. Whatever you want to call it, he coming off an L, but it's the biggest fight that we've seen in boxing in years, not involving some type of YouTuber or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Influencer. It did like 1.3 million pay-per-view buys, and it just did huge numbers, and Ryan Garcia made at least $30 million in that fight. So imagine how much Gervonta Davis made being the A side. So man, they did big numbers. Ryan Garcia's name is on a whole different level, and Gervonta Davis's name on a whole different level. So a lot of people look at them two fighters as the face of boxing when it comes to, you know, selling pay-per-views and things like that, because they have the biggest numbers. Now, we all know that Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya, they're in a court dispute, right? Ryan Garcia is suing De La Hoya and Oscar is suing Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is trying to get out of his contract with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions, and Oscar De La Hoya is trying to keep him locked down in the contract, and he's also suing him for trying to breach his contract. So it's a lot of turmoil going on with Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia in their camps. But with that being said, both Ryan Garcia and Oscar, they've come out and they said that they will be fighting before the end of the year. I believe that they're looking to fight in November. Oscar talked about how Ryan is coming off a loss, so he wants to put him in the ring with somebody basically that's going to make him look good so he can build his status back up to being, you know, a devastating fighter that only took one loss, so he can build him back up, you know. And he don't want to put him in the ring with no tough competition. Oscar talked about that. He says, you know, he need to get a win. He need to get his confidence back. And then we want to put him in a big, huge mega fight. And I think that's part of the problem that Ryan has with Oscar. Ryan wants to go straight after the big dogs. Ryan don't feel like losing to Gervonta Davis brought his confidence down any. He feels that, you know, hey, he lost to the best of the best. He also feels that he was weight drained and he could have did much better, even got a win against Gervonta Davis if he wasn't weight drained. That's how he feels. Now, do I feel that Ryan Garcia was weight drained? Yeah, I feel he was probably weight drained, but do I feel that he could have beat Gervonta Davis even if he wasn't weight drained? No. You could see that Gervonta Davis's skill set was on a higher level than Ryan Garcia's, weight drained or not weight drained. But with that being said, you got to take your hat off to King Ryan for wanting to fight the best. You know what I'm saying? He ain't ducking no smoke. He want to get right back in there and fight the best. But De La Hoya, being a promoter, and he spoke about this, he says, you know, I'm the promoter. My job is to build the fighter. My job is to put the fighter in the right matches, right, against the right competition to make him look like the killer that he once was. We know how it go. You know what I'm saying? Matchmaking is everything in boxing. So he wants Ryan Garcia to get a light touch and then a big fight. Now, when Oscar talked about Ryan Garcia's next opponent, he said that should be announced soon, but he said then in February, they looking at Super Bowl weekend, right? He said, it ain't no bigger name than Ryan Garcia unless you Gervonta Davis to fight on Super Bowl weekend. And he wants to put Ryan in there with another big name, right? To make a big mega fight on Super Bowl weekend. Hey, I can't hate Oscar for this, you know what I'm saying? That's big business right there. Super Bowl weekend, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia, oh yeah, big numbers. But he said he knows that he got to put him in there with another big name. He says the first name that comes to his mind is Teofimo Lopez. He said he would love to put Ryan in there against a Teofimo Lopez. He said he thinks that fight would do huge numbers, and I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? That's a big fight. The only thing is that we know that Bob Arum and Oscar De La Hoya, they haven't seen eye to eye over the years. You know, Bob Arum, he promoted Oscar throughout his whole career. I don't know what beef they got. I don't know if they still got beef, but they don't do too much business together. So we all know that. But he also named Adrien the Problem Broner. He says people trying to count out AB. He says AB is still a big name. He says people can't count out AB, and he says, you know, another name I would love to put Ryan in the ring with is Adrien Broner. Super Bowl weekend, Adrien Broner, King Ryan Garcia, big numbers. Now, when I heard AB, I said, man, I actually like that fight. You know what I'm saying? I like that fight for the casual fan base. I think that fight will do real big. You know, both fighters, they know how to sell. AB know how to talk that big shit. AB and Ryan Garcia, they actually real cool with each other, but that don't matter when money is on the table. And we talking about big money. Now, a lot of people that are still big, huge fans of Adrien Broner, they're gonna think that he can win. They're gonna run to the sporting books, and these people, they still believe in Adrien Broner. Although, you know what I'm saying, let's keep it real. Adrien Broner is not disciplined. Adrien Broner is not gonna beat no Ryan Garcia. Adrien Broner, I don't even know if he gonna make 140 pounds because he can't stay in shape. I always follow him. You know what I'm saying? I follow him. He posts a lot on Instagram, and he don't never stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks after his last fight, he was already big and fat again. You know, right now he's already pretty big again, walking around with a big belly. He's just not disciplined. We've seen him real drunk already again. You know what I'm saying? He went on another drinking binge after his last fight. So I wish the best for AB, but do I believe in him? Nah, AB's time is over. You know, but that's just me. Like I said, you got millions of people that still believe in Adrien Broner, and they'll believe that he can beat Ryan Garcia. And that's what'll make this fight sell. Because not only that, Adrien Broner, once he gets to talking that shit, he'll make people believe that he'll beat Ryan Garcia. He'll make people believe, yeah, you know, the fourth part of my career, you know, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. He'll make people believe that he back, that he better than ever, you know, that he in some shape, you know, oh yeah, I'm in some shape. You know, he gonna make people believe because he's a salesman. He can sell. And that fight will do very big numbers. It's good for casual fans. Now, for fans that really know boxing, know that Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez is a much better fight. It's a much more entertaining fight. We know that once AB figures out that he can't take Ryan Garcia's power, or he can't beat Ryan Garcia, he's just gonna hold and try to survive, and he's not gonna let his hands go. So yes, Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia is a much better fight, but more entertaining leading up to the fight in the build up, of course, is AB and Ryan Garcia, because AB can sell, and he's gonna make you believe that he's gonna win. Anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Which fight would you like to see? How big do y'all think either one of these fights will be on Super Bowl weekend? Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already a sub to the channel. Y'all already know how I do. Diego talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.